So, we've got a new gadget. Let's get it unboxed. Welcome to this unboxing of the Aeon Labs Smart Switch 6. This is still quite a new device with limited availability of the UK version. At least that's the case at the time of shooting this unboxing. This device runs the latest Z-Wave protocol, so it's a Gen 5 device, as can be seen by the logo here on the carton. To take full advantage of Gen 5, you'll need a suitable Z-Wave controller and ideally as many Gen 5 devices on your network as possible. It is, however, backwards compatible, so will still work on your network if you've not yet upgraded your controller. Just some of the features of Gen 5 won't be available. Of course, in real terms, this might make little or no difference to you depending on how your network is set up. As you can see from the picture, this is the UK version of the plug. It's also available in various other configurations for different countries. There are two versions of this switch. The one I have here is the on-off version. There is also a dimmer version available. Both are exactly the same other than the dimmer functionality. At the time of making this video, this item cost around £52 and an eye-watering £57 for the dimmer version, making it one of the more expensive switches of this type. So I was keen to see how it compares with the more cost-effective options that I've got running in my network so far. And at some point, once I've had this up and running for a while, I'll do a comparison video of the various types. Okay, so without further ado, let's take a look at the box and get this thing unboxed. So on the top of the carton, we have the Aeon Labs logo, and on the front of the box, it shows you which country the plug is designed for. In this case, the 3-pin UK plug. On the side of the carton, it lists 9 different features, and quite an important and useful one could be the fact that it has side port USB charging. Now here, this is Aeon Labs realizing that more and more we all have USB devices to plug in and charge, and this brings additional functionality to a regular 3-pin plug. I'm not actually sure at this stage whether the USB socket is on all the time or only active when the switch is on. We'll test that and I'll find out. Like some of the devices on the market, this also shows you your power consumption by use of LEDs. Now the LED ring can be configured to be permanently turned off if you like things in the room dark. I'll also check how much light this gives out and post some pictures at the end of this video. Here they are just simply making more of a feature of the side USB charging, and we'll take a look at that. And then on the base, some key details about the product, including the fact it's CE marked. Now it's always useful to look for the CE marking, especially when buying things from eBay if you're testing cheaper devices. But in this case, a very expensive device from a well-known manufacturer, so of course we'd expect it to be CE marked as standard. Okay, so let's remove the top of the carton and see what we have inside. So straight in there we can see the plug. And importantly, they have a notice on there which basically says this item has been fully tested and certified to work with a Z-Wave by the Z-Wave Alliance. Now that should mean in theory it works with all Z-Wave controllers, but anyone who has experience with Z-Wave will know that sometimes some controllers take a while to be updated. In this case, I'm going to be using this with the Vera Z-Wave controller, and they are quite well known for taking a while to update things. However, as this is a simple power plug, I'm hoping this will work straight away. So let's take a look at the plug. In fact, no, let's just set that one side and we'll look at the carton. Anything else inside the carton? I doubt it, but let's see what we have. We have an insert here, which is just a cardboard insert, so we'll set that to one side. And then we have here some instructions. So let's just take a look at these. And yeah, this is just an expanding pamphlet which shows you how to set it up with various configurations, but not expecting to need those, as I think it should be a fairly straightforward setup. So let's take a look at the plug. Let's just peel the sticker off here and set that to one side. Okay, so on the front of the plug we can see the LED ring here, which is the different color area, and that'll show the LED indications in terms of power use. Another feature is on the corner there's a switch to turn this plug on and off manually. Now on some other devices you may be aware that these plugs are normally more accessible. On this one, with an actual 3-pin plug in here, I'm not sure how easy this will be to turn on and off, but we'll take a look at that in a future video. Moving around to the side, we can see the USB charging port there, which could be quite a useful feature. Moving on around the rest of the plug, smooth sides on the other 3 sides. And on the back, the business end of it, again, the key details we need, as well as showing us the USB output is 1 amp. So quite useful for charging phones, but might not necessarily charge all devices that like a 2 amp output, such as iPads and some of the newer smartphones for high-speed charging. But overall, quite a nice device, has quite a nice weight to it, and quite a nice build quality. So yeah, really looking forward to getting this plugged in and up and running. So that's it for the unboxing. If you have any comments or questions, please put them in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. At the end of the video, I'll also put some pictures of this in use, some still pictures, just so you can take a look and see what that LED ring looks like lit up.